about the 2-hour mark, the chat always stops working. So let's see if it starts working again now. How's it going? Do we got people? Am I all alone? There's no one here beside me. Oh. Well, I will keep going. Hello.
Gee, that is a unique picture and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
I like her voice is almost like a
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
Hello, somebody's back on stream. Send me a message and see if the chat's working. And I'll stop staring at the naked cat butt.
I bet you spend a lot of your time staring into the mirror. Do you even recognize yourself?
That's a weird thing
Maybe
to say.
you're trying to be rude, but, you know, that's a very good question.
I was just trying to be rude.
Oh, really? Well, then I'm sorry.
Don't mention it. You got a beautiful place here, Natasha. A peaceful little island on the ocean of madness,
we're working.
with very classy furniture.
Yep.
Ibn likes me surrounded by elegant things, you know?
Oh, we even got a second person watching.
You're an
How
elegant
about that?
thing yourself.
Hello,
sweetheart.
second person.
Oh, that's charming. Thank you, detective.
So what did I miss that you typed out at me before and I didn't see? How you finding the game so far?
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination.
The stuff that dreams are made of.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
Yeah, fair enough. I thought you might have gotten a kick out of the Hamtaro moment.
In a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I have a soft spot for these kind of like point and click, like dialogue heavy games, but I don't know if it's necessarily the funnest thing to see in chat.
I get offended if
or to
women
watch
don't
on
drink in my
stream.
company.
I get offended if women don't
Oh,
drink in my
you
company.
are a funny guy.
You're
I've been told.
funny. You're
Anyway,
funny,
lovely
funny
room.
man.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland,
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny. It would undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
It's almost like I'm in a point-and-click adventure game.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Well, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure. Seriously, how did you find me? Not even my boss knows where I live.
Although I didn't include Ibn in my little private mission, some of his resources were still available to me.
Yeah, let me guess. There's someone at the station working for him.
Someone? You're so cute when you're playing naive.
Most people.
Have you ever had dealings with the police?
Not in this city.
And otherwise?
Does it really matter, Mr. Featherland?
Maybe it does. More than a little.
I'm afraid you'll have to unravel that thread yourself. But you will find nothing but a dead end.
Alright. I accidentally skipped a thing, but... Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that, but I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time. But the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year. And always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
The place is very elegant, and so's your room.
Why, thank you.
I kind of feel like I'm in a museum.
Well, that depends on the kind of museum.
The kind with nice things.
Oh.
Suspiciously nice things. Just like you.
Do you think I'm suspicious?
We'll see about that.
Try me.
Do you think one of your admirers might be behind the threat?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me, Mr. Detective.
Ah, I see.
Cold, mysterious.
Why Deborah? She's a nice girl, but why didn't you come to me?
Didn't you ask her the same thing already?
I did, but I like to hear it from all sides.
Well, since this whole thing started, I admit I'm not too keen on leaving my home. When I do, it's only with an escort.
Ibn Wessler has nothing to do with this?
Ibn has everything to do with me. Almost everything. but I didn't want to upset him with this. He thinks I'm overreacting.
Okay.
Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know. What was in those threats, exactly?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore. Cat got your tongue? Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall in giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
No one's ever seen the culprit, not even a shadow.
You mean I'm a cat and he's a rat?
Every interracial relationship has risk. But yes, this one's more conspicuous than most.
Clawville's a very open and free city, but I guess you see more radical transgressions than I do.
One of the most common causes in homicidal and predatory cases, ma'am. So, yes.
Well, I don't know about that. Nobody ever questioned our relationship openly. We are what we are. And you know, if you're interested in my personal feelings, danger fills our relationship with a flavor no other can replace.
It must be one interesting relationship, that's for sure. I'm not sure I can feel the same, but I can certainly understand it.
Maybe one day you'll experience it, Sonny. Have you ever been with a predator before?
Well,
Well,
that's unsteady ground, Natasha. Let's turn the questioning around, if you don't mind.
as you wish, Sonny.
How many fools like me have you used up, Natasha?
In all my life? Well,
I just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
I'm just joking. You're not a fool, Sonny. I know that was supposed to be a kind of insult, but it usually rolls right off me. I can't take cock-a-doodling, so you can put aside the strutting stuff while you're talking to me.
Fair point. Broadcast received, ma'am. Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Damn, I did bad there.
Let's stop beating about the bush.
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you, no matter how vague and suspicious the case was.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen
Now
her in
you
years.
listen here.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing. What exactly do you want from me?
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and...
Whatever it takes.
Not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
I'm not afraid.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be ashamed.
You must solve this. As soon as you can. Money's not an issue.
Let me try
Natasha
this
is
again.
a confident woman. I can explore.
I kind of screwed up at a certain point. I think in the second half. Sorry if this is going to be like retreading some old ground.
That was a remark.
I'm glad.
Do you? So that?
I have many.
But I did kind of bad there. I think this one was okay.
The place.
Wait,
I kind of feel the kind with
oh,
suspiciously.
do you think?
We'll see about.
Try me.
Do you think one of
Those who admire me.
you know?
That's it.
Ah,
Okay, that was good. Okay,
do you have any material evidence concerning the threats?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
that doesn't help.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Whistler could ever turn to the cops?
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept my ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth.
Okay, I did good there.
What was in
The messages.
but a word?
Exact.
So,
You
I guess,
whore. Cat got your tongue?
well,
Um, This is the one I think I started screwing up on. I remember last time I did this, could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you? But that was the wrong track. I was thinking more like, I wasn't thinking about the interracial angle so much as the, you're a girl and he's a mob boss?
no one's ever seen the culprit? Not even a shadow?
That's one of the most curious things. Ibn has men everywhere, literally. My shadows, ghosts in every alley. But no one saw anything.
One of them could be the culprit.
Ibn pays his animals well, and he's the most dangerous man in the city. A combination that nullifies your theory, I believe?
Maybe, ma'am. Love is capable of insane miracles and miraculous insanity.
What poetry. Did you ever think about writing a book?
I have.
I'm afraid I'd learned too much about myself.
Maybe that's the point. I would read about you. Not like the chicken police Pulp Fiction.
Furry hell. Do you read that trash?
Like everyone else in the city.
Oh, great.
I think it's flattering, even as badly written tales of heroes in the gutter.
You enjoy it?
Well, just a little, Sonny. Just a little.
Okay, that was good. So it's not a fan and not an inside job.
Aren't you supposed to know that?
Usually, yes. But I've got nothing to go on. And you don't have a hunch.
Maybe I do. But first, I want to know if you'll even accept my case.
I'm here, aren't I?
That's true, but I must know if I can trust you.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
I wish it was that simple.
Natasha is a mysterious woman. Let's stop beating about.
I'm prepared.
You knew.
I really...
Oh, really?
Don't be rude.
I'm so...
Molly,
Yeah, Natasha.
I knew you were...
Don't go there.
Look,
You're right.
I'm sorry.
Really. Luck me. What exactly do you want from me?
You are
Whatever it...
not
You know,
I'm not afraid.
you're...
You must solve it.
Good enough. I'll take decent cop.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
I'll take decent. I'm not perfect. It's hard to get, like, the I wonder what exactly, like, he'd have to make no mistakes, I guess, to get a perfect score, and also pick the most, like, 100% plus things, but it's hard to tell sometimes.
Natasha.
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight. I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
I was afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
This woman's aware of her charm, and she knows how to use it. A rare and dangerous combination. Why did you name it the Tsar Club when you took over? It was the Millions before.
Maybe you can guess my origins from my name and my accent. I come from the eastern Tsardom of Slavonia.
Yeah, she does sound vaguely Russian.
Of our leaders.
You feel that's not the case here in Clawville?
Here? No. Absolutely not, Mr. Featherland. Many here don't even know the name of their king. To them, he's only the Fox King. It's quite disrespectful and rude.
There's some truth to that.
Where I'm from, we choose our leaders ourselves. And whatever they do later, we proudly stand by our decision.
So that's why the name, in respect to your country.
Don't take me for so sentimental. It's only partly the reason. We lived there until I was 14. Then we had to flee. It doesn't matter why. In the end, I was the only one who made it to Clawville. So the name isn't because of nostalgia or respect. More like a reminder.
Oh, those Russians.
So, why Deborah?
I could not seek you out in person. It was risky even to send Debbie.
It's too late now. Mr. Wessler is aware of my little investigation.
I'm sorry I got her mixed up in this. She's a lovely girl.
She looked like one. May I be brash?
It's New Year's Eve. Everything goes tonight.
Ibn, do you love him?
In my own way? Yes, I do.
Whatever that means.
You can't understand this, Sonny. There are women who can't actually love. Not like they're supposed to. But that doesn't mean they don't love however they can.
That's not a real answer, is it?
If you only accept yes or no, then yes, I love him.
Okay.
So
Is this
message...
love?
I'm sorry I had to upset you, Sonny. But if I didn't take that step, would we be talking here right now?
Well, probably I'd be dead drunk and counting sheepmen in my dreams.
Yeah, that's gotta be a little... That metaphor's gotta be a little bit more awkward in this universe.
I'm good for you, you see?
Sheep men.
You're a real angel.
Marty
Why just me? What's wrong with my partner?
Nothing in the world. I just like to be discreet. I wanted to talk to you in private because of Molly.
Thank you for your discretion. It means a lot.
Don't mention it.
And Olivia
So,
Black.
who's this Olivia bird?
I know well what you're curious about. You want to know if she's sleeping with Ibn.
The thought may have crossed my mind.
You men. But guess what? Maybe she does.
You don't care?
As long as he loves me, I don't.
Well, that's your business. What do you know about her?
She's not the one threatening me. You can be sure of that. I know that was your next thought. The lovesick assistant is jealous of the boss's girlfriend and wants to flick her out of the picture. It would even stand up, but Olivia doesn't have feelings. If she let Ibn sleep with her, it's because she does what he says, nothing more.
I wonder... So, Josh, do you have any theories on who's sending the messages out of the people we've met so far? I have no clue.
Do you have a light, Natasha?
I'm sorry. I've never smoked.
This last cigarette's
Really?
gonna be here
That's very
forever.
uncommon in your line of work.
It was uncommon in all my previous lines of work, too. But I promise the next time we meet, I'll bring you a box of matches.
I might take you up on that.
No trouble at all.
Do you have a light, Natasha?
I'm sorry. I've never...
Really?
It was uncommon in all my previous...
Molly, my ex.
So I have a key.
Well,
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
I was bored to tears, Sonny. I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too
Damn.
old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Okay, before we get kicked out, we should talk to Philmar.
So, have you talked to Natasha?
In fact, yes. She was, kind of mysterious.
I bet she was. You know, I've never abandoned a case before. Not voluntarily, anyway. But that woman...
You're, too old for this shit, huh?
As you say, pal.
That's exactly how I felt, too.
Before you leave, take this and examine it closely.
What is it?
reason I've decided all of this is not worth it for me.
Wow, that sounds encouraging.
Take care of yourselves, guys. This case, maybe it goes deeper than you'd think.
So far, it's just a case of we're investigating graffiti, basically.
Oh, that makes my feathers stand on end.
So,
Old brokers, you're
if there's
safe while I'm
literally
here.
any crime but graffiti, and it goes deeper than we think.
Okay, I didn't say anything.
Let's see what we got here. What did you give us?
We stepped into it, didn't we? We stepped into it, didn't we?
Maybe I'm not allowed to examine it in here.
Of all that's furry, what kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand. Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
Damn.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
Shut up. So we got a list of names.
We stepped in.
Isn't that Filmar's dad?
You're right.
There is Phil.
Take care
We've
of
been
yourself,
talking to him.
old bird.
You're one to talk.
No worries. Thanks for hanging. I could probably stop this soon if you're
Truth
enjoying
is,
it.
Ibn's a dirty bastard, but he's likable. It must be his charisma that snared Natasha.
Maybe there's more to it than simple wild love.
Who knows? Animals commit the dirtiest of deeds for wild love.
You've got a point. We stepped into it, didn't we?
I'm just gonna finish questioning everybody here and then I'll stop the stream there. And maybe next Friday we'll continue this if you're enjoying it, because I'm intrigued. I am having fun with this. But you'll have to let me know, because I don't wanna have like God knows how many episodes of this it's gonna take to get to the bottom of this. And
That's an understatement.
Belong to the upper crust. Yeah, I noticed.
It's
yeah.
only some sex cult, if you're lucky.
Don't even go there, Marty.
Yeah, all right.
We should start a sex cult.
Wonderful girl. Either I'm gonna kill her or I'm beginning to like her.
That's funny. I swear I've heard that before.
Huh, to be honest, me too.
So,
Weekend house.
Natasha invited us to her weekend house.
That's either very good news or very bad news.
50%. That's not that bad, is it?
That's an admirable attitude.
Attitude, yeah, he's got that. Most of the time, I think that's all he's got.
Hey,
Olivia Black. We haven't talked to
Who
her
is
yet.
this woman anyway? She's like Ibn's shadow. Nobody knows anything about her.
I don't know if she has anything to do with the case, but it's worth keeping an eye on her anyway.
More women, more trouble.
You
More
already
money, more
fantasizing.
problems.
Even the sight of young women make me tired. Anyway, most people say she's the rat's lover too. But next to Natasha, I doubt he'd want her. Anyway, Pussycat would have already torn her to shreds.
Could be.
She doesn't care that much. Let's see if we can get any more information out of... Oh. These two were standing together and now they have very much separated. Night's not going well for Goat Man. Henchman's gone. Or
Excuse me,
henchman's
pal. My name is Santino Featherland.
Gabriel,
What do you want, chickens?
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you take me for a fool? Get out of here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
Okay. Thanks, big boy.
We should talk to Olivia before this guy kicks us out.
Wessler's secretary.
Olivia Blackwig. You think she knows anything useful?
It's worth a try, Marty, but let me do the talking. She's not very fond of you.
What can I say? You know, back in the day, I flew from tree to tree. I was a free bird. Maybe I was playing her a bit.
Oh, it's you. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but...
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
You don't beat around the bush, man.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
Do you come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome. You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
Yeah, he seems kind
I
of nice.
heard. Don't you find that weird?
For a
the sudden
mob boss.
change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change. I deeply respect that.
Well, thank you for your honesty, ma'am. What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Gutsenko?
We've talked a bit, that's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Oh, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
If I'm not mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house in Flowerville.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you tell me anything about it?
I've never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself.
So
Look,
far, it doesn't really seem
Olivia,
like she's related.
Please, Marty, there's no need.
Yes, there is. I know I wasn't a gentleman, and I know I should have called you, but I was young and...
You don't have to explain. I wasn't waiting long for your call. I forgot about it fast.
That's good to hear, I suppose.
I'm sorry we disturbed you.
Not at all. Have a nice evening, gentlemen.
She definitely knows more. Because she's like his secretary, so she's got all the dirt, but she's so brief and to the point that, like, I believe her about everything she's told us so far, but I also know she knows more than she's letting on.
Listen, pal, maybe if,
Did I stutter, chicken? Get lost.
Oh, he's
What a
helpful.
lovely kitten.
Okay. So we got the weekend house. We've gathered a lot more information on things. Let's stop for now, though. So I'm gonna close out for now. This was the very first of the Rezhouse randoms. So every Friday, 1 p.m., we'll probably continue this for at least one more play session, and we'll see how we're liking it. But yeah, this will be my stream for random games that I pick up or just feel like they could be interesting. Yeah, this will be fun. I'm having fun, and I hope you all are too. So, at any rate, I'm gonna sign off. This is Rezhouse, Prince of the Media Dimension. And this is Let's Watch Rez. Thank you for tuning in. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know, tickle my chest hairs, whatever. I'm not your dad, but help me. Spread me around to all your friends like I'm an STD. And have a great day. Goodbye.